Hi guys, it's been a minute here. Since this is the first video I'm uploading for this year, Happy New Year to you guys. How are you all doing? Hope you're all doing good. Alright, and if it's your first time here, you're welcome to Goody Code. You're in the right place. Alright, in this video, we're going to learn how to build and deploy this complete task manager application. We're not just going to learn how to build it, I'm also going to show you how to deploy it for free. Yeah, you heard me right. You're going to deploy it for free. And by deploying the application online, you won't be the only one with the access to this application. Any other person you share your domain name with can also access the application online. And you also stand a better chance of getting that full stack developer job, because now your application is not just on your local machine, but it's now online. All you have to do is just share the domain name with your employer or any other person you want to see your application. Just share the domain name with or the link to your website. Just share it with them and they can have access to it to view the wonderful application you built. And I'm not just going to show you how to build and deploy this application. I've also decided to be generous enough to share the source code with you all. So you just have to sit and watch. This is how it's going to come. Since this is a video series, like we're not posting everything once. So what we're going to do is we're going to share the source code bit by bit for now. So for each video we upload, I'm going to leave the link to the source code in that particular video, and then at the end of the video series, I'm going to leave the link to the full source code link in the last video of the series. All I need you to do is just like, comment, share, subscribe, and watch from first to the last video to get the source code, to get a full source code. That's if you want the full source code, you have to watch to the end. And again, we're using modern version of PHP for these developments. This is not the usual old version of PHP. So we're using modern version from version 8 plus. Yeah, that's what we're using for this application. And for you to understand what's going on here, even if you get the source code, you still have to watch the video to understand everything that is happening, to understand all the code, to understand what's new and all that. And I've decided to explain everything, to break down the code, to explain the code line by line, so that even if you're new to programming, it will be easier for you to pick up. It will be easier for you to understand. So just sit down and watch from beginning to the end, because I'm going to teach you everything step by step. I'm going to explain all the code line by line, if that makes sense. All you have to do is just motivate me to keep bringing up this video, because guys, it's not easy. Like, it's a whole lot, but we have to do this. I'm doing this for you guys, so just motivate me, subscribe, like, comments, and all that stuff. All right, okay. All right, now a quick demo of this application. So once you open up the application, the first thing you see is a sign up form. I decided to use the sign up form as the sign up page as my index page, because in order to deploy online, for you to deploy online, you have to name a particular file as index.php or index. Whatever you want. You have to use the page that you want to come first. It's going to pick up that particular page and use it as the first page. That particular page you named index. So that's why I decided to use index.php for my sign up form. So once you open up the application, this is the first thing you see. So you have to sign up to get access to your dashboard. And if you already have an account, you just click on this particular place to sign in, to log in with the details you use in signing up, not just any other details. You have to log in with the particular details you use in signing up. So since I'm a new user to this web application, I'm just going to sign up with my details. I'm going to sign up to user because I want to explain this part, this image parts. I'm going to sign up with James. James as my username, then email address is james@gmail.com. And then password. Okay, let me use this I'm going to leave this password empty. I don't want to select an image here. This image input field is optional. You can choose to select an image while signing up, and if you don't want to select an image while signing up, you can also update your image or choose an image in your dashboard, because we have that option in our dashboard. So I'm going to leave this place. I'm not going to select an image because obviously I don't need an image this first time. Yeah, I don't want to use an image, but I might decide to use it later. But since I don't feel like using an image, I'm going to skip this part. Yeah, it's allowed. You can skip it. You can choose. It depends on your choice. So I'm going to leave it. I'm supposed to enter this password, but I'm leaving it empty because I want to demonstrate something. Once I click on sign up, you see, this place said, is bring this up. Please fill out this field. So I'm not supposed to leave this empty. I'm also not supposed to leave any of this field empty. If I leave this empty also, and then just have only email and then click on sign up, you see it's gonna bring up this thing. So let's just let me have James back. James, then James as the username, james@gmail.com as the email, and then I'm going to choose password for James 234. I'm using 88 as his password. Then I don't want to select an image here. I'm just going to go ahead to click on this sign up to sign up to this page. Okay, now I'm signed up because it's bringing me to login page. Since I've signed up successfully, it's bringing up this login form for me to log in to my dashboard. So in order to log in, I have to use that same details I use in signing up. And if you check our database, you're also going to see what I just signed up. I just signed up James. You refresh, and this is James here, the one I just signed up. Okay, now I'm supposed to log in with James. If I try to log in with something different, something that doesn't match, let's say I want to log in with Sarah, because I know there's no Sarah in this place, and then I click on any password, any random password. You see, user not found with this email because I don't have anything like that in my database. So for me to sign up, and if I also try to leave one page blank, let me use james@gmail.com. If I try to leave this one blank, it's going to tell me to please fill out this field. So no field is allowed to be blank here. So I'm going to fill out this password. So I think what I use for James. Okay, and if I also use a different password for James, it won't log in. Let me use this password for James. 1, 2, 3, 4. You see, invalid password because that was not the password I used to sign up James. So it's telling me invalid password. So let's log in with the correct let's log James in with the correct email and password. Click on login. Once you log into your dashboard, you're being greeted with your name. What is in play here is the section. Your detail is being saved in your section. So it's picked up that name that is saved in your section and then greets you with that name. It now says welcome James, because what I use to sign up is James details, James username and James password. Welcome James. And again, now there's no image here because while signing up I didn't choose an image because I wasn't feeling like it. I wasn't feeling like choosing an image when I was signing up. So that was why this place is still without an image. So you can click here to select an image and then add an image. That's if you want to add an image. And you can also click here to change if you already have an image here. So I didn't provide an image during sign up because I wasn't sure if I wanted to add it. So that's why there is no image here. But since I've finally decided to add an image, I'm just going to click here and then choose an image. I have to be careful not to select an image that is already in my database because that is not going to work. Oh, let me use this one. I think I don't have this. Then there is also an option for a preview option. So once you choose an image, it brings up this preview for just for you to see how the image you want to upload looks like. So I'm okay with this image. I'm just going to go ahead to click on this upload button to use this image as my profile image. Once I click on upload, voila, we have an image here. This is an image for James. We have an image. So this is James, and I think this is his wife or his daughter, whatever. So this is James' image here. But if you don't want this image, you can click here to change it. So what I want to do now, this place is empty. There's no charts here because we don't have anything in our tags table. We've not created any tags yet. These are the things you have to do in this dashboard. And this place is highlighted because we are in our dashboard page. Once I click on any other page here, the color is going to change. The color of that tab is going to change because indicating that we are no longer in dashboard page and we are currently in this add tags, create tags page. If I click on history page, the same thing happened, and in history we have nothing here because there's no completed tags. So this history is designed to take up just the tags that we are already done with. So the only tags that you see here is the tags that we are already done with. So and we don't even have any tags in our dashboard yet. So that's why you're not seeing any tags. So I want to quickly log out and then log out and then sign up another user because I want to demonstrate this upload image here. The previous one I signed, the previous person I signed up, I didn't select this image. So in order for you to know how this application will work, I'm just going to select an image from here just for you to see it also works from here. So this second person I want to sign up, let's sign up Sarah. Let's use Sarah. And Sarah@gmail.com. And then passwords for Sarah, let's use 9999. So this time I'm going to select an image from here. I'm going to use this nose. Sarah Nose. Yeah, I signed up Sarah Nose. Not Sarah. I don't know why I keep calling this Sarah Nose. So I'm just going to pick up this image here for Nose Sarah. Click on open. And then it's here. Once you log in, you're going to see it in your dashboard. And click on sign up. Now we're signed up. So let's log in with Sarah Nose. Not Sarah, sorry. So Sarah@gmail.com is the email, and then the password I use 9999. Once you click on login, you're gonna see this is the image I choose for Sarah. It's already here because we use sign up. So the preview buzz, the preview option is only available here in our dashboard. So if I want to change, let's say I want to change this Sarah. You see, Sarah is also being greeted with her name. Welcome, Sarah. So let's say I want to change this one to a different image. Because for you to see that the preview option is only available in our dashboard page. So let's use this little girl here. Click on open. Now this is Sarah's daughter or Sarah's little sister. So she just decided to use her daughter's picture as her own profile picture. So once you click on that open and see, this is the preview just for you to see how cute this Sarah's and Kit's sister's image or Sarah's daughter's image is looking before you finally upload it. So once you click on this upload tab here, Sarah's image is going to change to this pretty girl's image. So let's click on upload. And voila, we have our image here. So we change image change from Sarah's image to her baby's image. Yeah, that's it for this place. And then the next thing you're going to do, since image upload works from here, from the dashboard, and it also works from sign up. Like if you're signing up, you can choose image while signing up, and you can choose image in your dashboard. So since we currently do not have any tags here, we're just going to go ahead. We don't have anything in our table. We're just going to go ahead to add a new tags here. So let's say I want to add coding as my task title. Yeah, you can use anything. This is just for demonstration. Let me add coding. Let me use coding as my task title, as task title for Sarah, and then task description. I'm just going to say code, or I'll just say design a login or design a sign up page. Then here I'm just going to choose a date. This place here is due date, like the date you're supposed to finish up this particular task. You either finish it before or not exceed this particular date that you set here. So let's choose a date. We're in January. Let me use February. I just pray this is gonna be up before this 28. Let's just use this 28 as our due date, for Sarah's coding tags. And then here you're going to select a section, and this place is optional anyway. You can choose to select a section for your tags and you can skip it, but it's best to select a section. So let me just use web development as a section name. By the way, this section name is a different table in our database, and this task title, task description, due dates belongs to one table, that's task table, and this section belongs to a different table in our database. You see how we're gonna do everything and then join all these things together to act as one in our dashboard later in during the tutorials. Yeah, so the web development is our section name. So once you click on this add, you see our charts is now working. So once you click on add, we now have a chart in our dashboard. We have one chart. We now have a tags and also a chart that represents the particular number of tags that we have in our dashboard. Now see, this place says we have read tags. What we have here now is just read tags, which means the tags is still in our read tags table. The tags have not moved to processing table. They have not moved to done table because we just added these tags here. And this is the dates. It says tag statistics is 1 for this read table, and this color here represents read tags that are currently in our read table. It counts the tags here and then tell you how many tags we have in our read table. You see now we currently have just one tag in our read table, so that's why you're seeing read tags statistics to be 1, because we have one. So we have nothing here, we have nothing here, and that's why you're not seeing anything. That's why the read chart covers up this whole donut chart. Okay, let's add more tags to demonstrate this thing. Okay, maybe I'm just still going to use coding as my task title and then have a different task under coding. Let's check. Design a sign up page. So this time around, you're going to use the same coding and then design a login page. 28th February 2025. I think the previous one was showing me due date to be today and 30th January. So that's why I'm making sure I'm seeing this very well. 28th February 2025. And then let's add a tags. Now it's still showing this read, but this time around the difference now is the tags statistics is 2 for this read tags. And once you check, this is our tags section, design web development. But in our database, this since we have web development here, we have web development here, we're going to see just one web development in our sections table, one web development and section, and then this one and this one, and this one will be attached to a particular web development. We're not going to have multiple web development section in our database, if that makes sense. Different tasks can belong to a particular section. That's how we code this application to be. Let's add more. So we move some tags to processing table. Some tags are also going to move to done table. Click here. I'm sorry. You can use anything. I think we have enough already. So now we have how many here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. We have 5 tags in our read table currently. And once you check here, you see the tag statistics for this read tags is 5. Just follow my mouse pointer. You're going to see what I'm showing you. I'm trying to show you. It's 5. So any task I'm done with, if I'm going to click on done. I can edit a task. I can delete a task. I can move it to done. So once I click on this done here, it's going to move to the done table here. You see now there's nothing in my done table. And once I click on this one represents the task that is under processing. That is the task that I'm currently working on, but I'm not yet done with, but I'm currently working on it. So once I click here, it's going to move to processing task table here. But before moving all these things down, let's try to edit. Let's edit before we start moving. So since this represents edit, let's change this one that is 30th January 2025. So let's edit this one. Let's change it to like February. So I'm not editing anything here. And once you click on that edit, particular tags we set there, they are going to appear here in case you don't want to change everything here. So in this case now, I want to change this particular date. I don't want to edit everything here. I'm going to leave this as web development. I'm going to leave this as coding. I'm going to leave this as design a sign off page. The only thing I want to change here is this due date, because obviously this date is today and it doesn't make sense to me. So I'm going to change it to any other month that isn't January. So once I click on this place, I'm just going to change it to, so this tag should be ready like towards the end of next month, towards the end of February. Once I click on, let's use 27 February 2025, and then I click on update. This is the only thing that is going to update here. And you can also change everything if you want, but I just want to edit just the date. So just take note of this date, 22nd March 2025. Once I click on update here, it's gonna update to 22nd. Sorry, it's gonna update to 27th March. So this is it. 27th. What am I saying? 27th February 2025. 27th February is next month. The previous date was 30th January 2025. So we change just this one. And you can also change any other thing you want to change there. I might decide to update this web development and give it something else. Let's update this one. Let's update again. We can change it to mobile app development. Sorry, my aim is having issue. Once you just click on one, everything just goes grrr. Mobile app development. Mobile app development, we are changing it. Just take notes of the one we are changing, and the due date is February 27th February 2025. Click on update. You're going to see it's changed to, you see, we just changed the section to mobile app development. So now since we're done with editing, I'm just going to move this to, let's say I'm done with this particular one. Once I click on done here, I can delete from here. I can also delete from here. Once a task is here, I can perform the delete option here because I'm already working on the task. It's in processing stage. So So I can perform any delete option here. The only option I'm going to perform here is the done option. But here, since I've not started working on it, I can decide that I don't want to work on this task again. I can just delete it from here. And once I'm done working on it, I can click here to move it down. So let's move this web development to processing. Let's say I'm working on this already. Let's move it to processing. You see, once you move it to processing, you see, now the only action here is the done. Because since this task is, we're already working on this task, we can delete it. So the only thing that can happen here is to move it to the done table once we're done working on it. So it's in our processing table. And once you go back to check our charts, you see that now we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have four tags in our read table, and we have just one tags in our processing tags. So once you check here, you see that this is also updating on its own. Four tags, the same four tags we have here, 1, 2, 3, 4. We have the same four tags here because this one is representing the read table, and then here we have just one tags in our processing table because this particular label here, this color is representing the processing table. That's why we are seeing just one tag in our processing table here. So there's nothing in done here yet, and that's why you're not seeing anything for done here. And you see, once you check on this thing, just like all these charts used to work, like bar charts, donut charts, and whatever kind of chart, you see this one is taking the full part. This one is taking the bigger part because obviously the tags here are much compared to the tags in our processing table. We have 4 here and we have just 1 here. That's why you see it's taking just a little part of this chart, and this one is taking the larger part of the chart. So just like this, we have 4 here and we have just 1 in our processing tags table, if that makes sense. And then now let's try to move a particular task to the done table. Let's say I'm done working on this mobile app development section, which is designing a sign up page. Let's just move it directly to our done table. Sorry. Now you see we only have just 3 here. It was 4 previously. Before it was 5. We moved 1 to our processing table, which is the web development, which you're seeing here. And then it was remaining 4. Then we now moved the mobile app development, like because we're done with the mobile app development. We click on done, and then we have to refresh for this to change. Yeah, so we click on done. You're now seeing it here, the mobile app development section. We are done with it, like we're done with this design or sign up page. So that's why you're seeing it here. So the only option you're going to perform here, you can perform here, is the delete option because we're done working on these tags. And then once you go to our history page, you're going to see that particular tags that we are done working on. This is it here. You can also delete from here. This place has the option of deleting a single tag and also have the option of clearing all the tags at once. So we're not going to try test it now because we only have one done tags here. So going back to our dashboard page, you see this thing here. Now this place is taking the same this place is taking equal parts, like the space here in our done table, the done and statistics, sorry, what am I saying? The space is equal to the space here in our processing table, and that is just because we have one tags statistics in our processing table and we have one done tags. So that is what you're seeing. This one here, the space here equals the space here. We have one here and we have one here, but this one is still taking the larger parts because it's 3. So you can compare 3 and 1. So that is what this place does. That's the function of this place. It just calculates everything in our table and then tell you might have up to 1,000 tags to complete in a particular time, and you might have like 500 here You might have like 200 here and any amount here. So instead of you to be counting here, this just do the calculation. You just round up everything and you just check here and see what you've done and see what you're done working on, see what you're currently working on, and then check here to see what you've not even touched. You've not started working on this particular one here, which is the read table. So that's the function of this tag static 6. So once I'm done working on this one, I can click here to move it to done table and processing table. If I click this particular place, it's going to move to my done table. It means I'm done working on this particular tags that have a section of web development. I'll just click here. You see? Now since I click here, I have nothing in my processing tags table. This table has updates, and now I have web development and mobile app development section here that have the same tags name and different tags description, and also the deadline also moves with them. And then here I can click here to delete anyone I don't want, or since I don't want to delete, I can also delete from here. I want to delete this studies reading 2 chapters. Once I click here, you see I just deleted something here. I just deleted reading 2 chapters here, and you see now the space here equals the space here, simply because we have 2 tags that we've not touched in our read table here, and we have 2 tags that we're not working on in our done tags table here. And once you check on this processing tags table, you see that we have nothing here. There's nothing in our processing tags table. Everything is updating instantly. So that's one good thing about these charts here. You don't have to stress yourself. Just bring your cursor to this place and then you see what's happening. You don't even have to bring your cursor. Once you check the space, you know that what is here is bigger than here, or what is here equals what is here. So that's it. But to make everything very clear, you bring your cursor here and then see what's going on in your table. So let's move more tags here. So that's why you see this particular one equals this particular one. And if I move everything here, I'll have nothing left in my read tags table. I'm just refreshing here so that the action button here will refresh. Let me just move everything here. I'm done working on this meetup too, the meeting. So I'm done working on it. You see, we don't have any tags in our read tags table now, and we also do not have any tags you're currently working on. So everything now is in done table because we're done working on all the tags we have. We added a total of 5 tags. We deleted, we tried the editing parts and that works. So we deleted 1 and we're left with 4. So that's why we only have these 4 tags in our done tags table because we're done working on them. And here also we have 4 here because we're done working on these 4 tags. Then moving to our history page, just know that what we have here is 4. The done tags we have here is 4. So once I click on our history page, you're also going to see the same tags that we're done working on. The tags we have in our dashboard that we are done working on will appear in our history page. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, the same number of tags that we have in our dashboard. This is the date which created this tag, which is today. I'm recording this video on 30th January 2025 around this particular time. So this is the date and time I created these tags, and this is the tags name. Then this is the due date I set to complete these tags, which is 5th March 2025, and this is the completed date, which is today also, the same date I created it. So I'm fast enough to finish up this task the same day I created it. So that's why you're seeing 30th January 2025, the same dates, created date, and this is the time I finish it. This is the creation time, and this is the finish time. So from here we can delete single line that we don't want to see in our history again. We can delete all of them if we want using just this clear all tags. You don't have to keep stressing yourself deleting one. As long as you know you want to clear up everything, you can just go straight to this clear all tags button. Once you click on it, everything here gets cleared off. Everything in this table gets cleared off. So there will be no more tags here. done tags here, and also there will also be no more done tags in the table that is in your dashboard. Once you click on the delete here, the delete here is also working for the delete in our dashboard. We have 4. So let's try the functionality in this page, which is delete single and delete all. Once you click on this delete, let's delete, and we have two coding here as our tags name 2, that is coding. Let's delete one. Now we have 3 left. We have 3 tags in our done table because we just deleted one of the coding. So we are left with one of the coding. If you check our dashboard, you also see 3 tags. You see, we deleted one because one tag's name is coding. So we deleted one, we're left with 3. And then going back to our history page, you can also click here to wipe off everything. You see, we are left with meeting, teaching, coding. If I click on, let's click again to delete one, we'll be left with 2, and then we'll wipe everything at once. Okay, we just deleted one. So you can click here to wipe everything, 1, 2, 3. So once I click on this place, I will have nothing here. You see that? So tags, name, everything is cleared up. I have nothing here left. So you don't see no completed tags found because all the ones that I'm done working on, I just cleared everything off. So this clear all button is very, very active, and the single delete one row button is also working. It's also working. So going back to our dashboard page, you see this place now is back to its original form. This was how it was when we signed up this user, when we signed up and logged in this Sarah. So it's back to its original form because now we don't have anyone except we want to create another one and start also working on them. So that's it. No task found. Everything here is done. All the done ones, we just cleared it. So there's nothing in our history again, and there's nothing here again, nothing in the history and nothing in our dashboard except we want to start creating from the beginning. So clicking here now, you're going to log out. So to terminate our section, to end this Sarah's section, because everything here is using section to log into a particular dashboard. If I sign up with another user or if I log in with another user's details, you're going to see that user's dashboard. So Sarah is done working on everything in her dashboard, and she also cleared everything off because she don't want to see anything in her history page. So once I click here, I'm terminating Sarah's section. So to terminate this section, I'm going to click logout to terminate this section. Okay, I also forgot to try the responsiveness of this app. So okay, let me log out here and then log. This is Joy. Joy have just one tags in her done and tags table. So nothing here, nothing here. She have one here. So I just want to, and this is a picture for Joy. Joy is welcome Joy, and Joy is also using her baby as her baby's image as her profile image, which she can also change from here. So let's try the responsiveness of this app. You see that it is also responsive here, and then here everything is responsive. Changing it to, maybe let's change to iPad. You see everything is also working here. So that's, I don't know, I think the network is, yeah, I don't have a net, so that's why you're not seeing this. You're not seeing this thing here. Because you need network for this chat to work. If there's no network, it's not going to fetch anything because we are using a CDN link for it. So you need network for it to appear very well. You see that? Okay, now it's working because our network is back and the network is gone off again. Everything is working perfectly. I will also use inspect. Everything is working fine. Yeah, so that's all for this demo projects here. So we're going to learn a lot of things, and what we use for this development is modern version of PHP. What we use for developing is not the usual old version. So you're going to learn a lot. There are a lot of code behind the scene here. This thing you're seeing has a lot of code. So for you to understand everything, just make sure to watch from beginning to the end. Because I'm going to also share the source code and then we're going to deploy. This is a full package application. So just wait and watch and then thank me later. Okay? Oh, don't forget to motivate me. Okay? Don't forget to motivate me, please. Subscribe. Doesn't bite. Okay? So keep on doing what we know how to do best. Okay?